for a fact.
Good money, good money.
This is something I wanted for myself a long time ago. I just never thought it was going to happen. This is definitely going to be a treat for the fans. Two of the hardest hitters in boxing, David Benavidez and Gervonta Davis.
We've been training here for the past. Every time we focus and ourselves 100% on boxing, we know exactly where we're going.
I'm not a kid anymore. Taking my priorities serious. These things matter.
I read a lot of messages that people send me, and there's people be like, you know what, bro, you're an inspiration to me. You motivate me a lot. That's really what keeps my engine going. I can't let these people down, and I won't let these people down. I definitely do it for the fans. I don't think the fans know how much they mean to me. They're not even my fans. I feel like they're my family.
I don't want to lose. I hate losing.
The road back to the top officially begins now. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has entered a brand new training camp under the guidance of Jose Benavidez Sr., marking one of the biggest changes of his professional career. Early footage from the gym already shows a renewed level of intensity, focus, and discipline as Tank sharpens every aspect of his game. With questions surrounding his future after the Lamont Roach fight, this camp could prove to be the turning point that defines the next chapter of his career. Now, the boxing world is watching closely to see whether this new partnership can help one of the sport's most explosive punchers reach an even higher level.
David Morrell is definitely in trouble for this fight. At the end of the day, nobody fights like me. He's definitely in for the hardest fight of his life.
I'm evolving as a fighter and as a man.
Number one. David Benavidez, he's another guy that's coming inside the ring. If it do play a big part, I take advantage of it.
As more training footage continued to surface, respected former world champion Shawn Porter shared his thoughts on the new partnership. Porter emphasized that elite boxing isn't only about technique or conditioning, it also depends on the connection between a fighter and his trainer. In his view, Tank appears far more relaxed and comfortable working alongside Jose Benavidez Sr., a coach who understands his personality while demanding accountability. That growing chemistry could allow Davis to train with greater confidence, make quicker adjustments, and unlock another layer of his already dangerous skill set.
I feel like he's comfortable with Jose. And just telling y'all what I know, sometimes that's all it takes. Whatever's going to get this light flip up, turned on, and keep it on, sometimes it's comfort. I just need somebody I feel comfortable with, that I can be myself with, and that, you know, when I'm ready to move, they moving. When they ready to move, I'm moving. And I feel like he thinks he has that with Jose.
Veteran trainer Fenech also welcomed the move, believing that even the most gifted fighters benefit from fresh ideas. After spending nearly his entire career under the same coaching system, Davis now has the opportunity to hear different instructions, study new techniques, and approach fights from another tactical perspective. Fenech believes Tank already possesses world-class speed, timing, and knockout power, but a new voice in the corner could refine those strengths even further and help him continue evolving as a complete fighter.
Gervonta Davis is going to do well with Jose Benavidez. Gervonta Davis is an extremely talented fighter. He probably has learned everything that he can learn from Kenny and Calvin, having been with those guys for so long. So it may do him some good to have different eyes on that.
Boxing analyst Showbiz The Adult pointed to the demanding culture inside the Benavidez camp as one of its greatest strengths. According to him, Jose Benavidez Sr. expects every fighter to absorb new techniques quickly and execute them at full intensity from the very beginning. He referenced Ryan Garcia's experience, explaining how the structured environment helped sharpen both his technique and discipline. If Gervonta Davis fully embraces that same system, the combination of his natural explosiveness and the Benavidez training philosophy could make him an even more complete and unpredictable opponent inside the ring.
I'm nowhere near fighter shape, but what I'm saying is they're going to teach you form, make you learn it right now, and practice it at a high pace. And that just killed me. I mean, completely washed me out. I mean, they did the same thing with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia showed up there, and he had to deal with the family, get all of that culture together and the community stuff together. Then he had to learn the form from David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Sr. He had to apply it right now and demonstrate it full speed. And what did that lead to? For the first time ever, Ryan Garcia could call himself champion. And I mean, not interim, not secondary, not kinda, but 100% full welterweight WBC champion. And it just so happened to follow training under the tutelage of Jose Benavidez Sr.
Showbiz also addressed one of the biggest discussions surrounding Tank's fighting style, his calculated punch output. Davis has built his reputation on patience, timing, precision, and devastating counterpunching, but those same qualities can become difficult to maximize against opponents who refuse to create openings. That was evident during the Lamont Roach fight, where opportunities to counter were limited. Working with Jose Benavidez Sr. could encourage Tank to become more proactive, using controlled pressure, smarter combinations, and improved ring positioning to force mistakes instead of waiting for them. If that adjustment becomes part of his arsenal, it could make one of boxing's most dangerous finishers even harder to beat.
Lack of activity is historic. I mean, he is the lowest volume fighter in the world. And a lot has to do with his timing, his IQ, his precision, and his power. He throws something when he sees something, but it just so happens to make him a low activity fighter. And against Lamont Roach, I think that has something to do with the trouble Lamont Roach gave him, because Lamont Roach didn't give him much. So Gervonta, he really couldn't find too much to counter. And in that situation, he had to try to punch Lamont Roach open, and that just didn't work well for that fight. But getting coached by the Benavidezes, oh, they definitely know how to punch you open, then counter. I think Gervonta Tank Davis made a very headsy choice to try Jose Benavidez.
As excitement surrounding Tank's return continued to build, former fighter Greg Hackett highlighted why Gervonta Davis remains one of boxing's biggest attractions. Few fighters generate the same level of anticipation every time they step into the ring, thanks to their explosive knockout power and ability to change a fight with a single punch. Hackett believes Tank's comeback deserves a meaningful challenge against a proven contender, giving fans the kind of high-level matchup they have been waiting to see.
I mean, I'm just happy Tank coming back. Tank's exciting. All the guys are exciting, but Tank, there's always a big question mark when Tank get in the ring. Is somebody about to get knocked the fuck out? You know what I mean? I just hope it's a good guy. Somebody, we can respect.
While Davis remains fully focused on rebuilding inside the gym, conversations outside the ring have quickly shifted toward one of boxing's biggest potential superfights, a long-awaited showdown with Devin Haney. As speculation intensified, Haney wasted no time accepting the challenge, signaling that he is ready to finally settle years of debate. Tank, however, dismissed the growing confidence surrounding his rival, insisting that facing him is unlike facing anyone else and warning that stepping into the ring with him would present Haney with the toughest test of his career.
They get a few wins and they get a little above that self. Mm-hmm. They ain't really like. They come see me and I give them a real. They get a real check. Yeah. A real check, and they get a real opponent. And I won't even say no real opponent. A real, the champ. Yeah. They get the champ.
Momentum surrounding the matchup continued to grow as reports suggested communication between both camps had already begun. With interest from fans reaching new heights, what once seemed like a distant possibility is now becoming a realistic target. If negotiations continue moving in the right direction, boxing could soon witness one of the sport's most anticipated clashes, featuring two undefeated champions with very different styles but equally impressive resumes.